Glad to have you guys here. Listen to WWDBAM.com. My name is Ralph Graves Jr. The calling number is 888-329-3306, and we're happy to be here. If you're listening online, that's great. 860 AM on the tuner here in the Philadelphia, New Jersey, Mount Kenwood area, Delaware area. So glad to have you checking in. If you're watching on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, on Ralph Graves Jr., all my social media platforms. So good to have you there. Pastor Ken Dominic. He's if you're watching on Facebook Live, you can see him. He's our producer from on the Facebook side of it, all the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good morning, man. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good, man. Glad to see you down there. And so the seasons have changed, and we were what they call this cuffing season.
I don't know anymore.
You already cuffed, huh? You already cuffed. Cuffing season. It's nice and cool out here. But we have a great show for you today. Our show's topic is when in doubt, grow. When in doubt, grow. 5 frogs sitting on a log and 4 decide to jump off. How many are left? The answer is 5, because a decision is not action. All right? Wow. Decision is not action. So you decided to grow. Now let's take some action to grow. I'm glad you made a decision, but a decision is not action. Transformation is going to take some action. So today we're going to talk about how to go beyond just making the decision to grow. And when in doubt, come on and grow. Come on and grow into the person that God has called you to grow into. But before we jump into that, and while the listeners and viewers are checking that out. Good morning to Shauna. Did I miss anybody's? Oh, today's my aunt's birthday, isn't it?
Which aunt?
Kim Crumpler.
Oh.
Today's my aunt's birthday. We try to do a little birthday segment,
Happy birthday,
Jason.
Aunt Kim.
Aunt Kim, if you're listening, happy birthday. If she's not listening, somebody get her to listen to her nephew's show. Tell her, happy birthday. Anybody got birthdays down there in Baton Rouge, Ken, that we should know about?
Man, no birthdays this way, man. We just hanging tough down here.
No birthdays? Okay.
All right. Hey, my birthday was in June, so we want to go back.
He said his birthday was in June. I know you guys can't really hear him on the other platform. I care about a June birthday. That's gone. It's August. I mean, it's September now. Almost October. When in doubt, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about growing. How was everybody's weekend?
It was really nice. Yeah, it was all right.
It was cool. Anybody do anything special? I know Jason's just planning.
Exactly. Hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Just doing a lot of last minute stuff. So just, I'm still not even done yet, but that's what pretty much we did this last weekend.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. You're not giving me hope. Like you're up to the week of the wedding still doing stuff.
I'm a total procrastinator. I still haven't picked up my tux. I haven't, what else I haven't done yet?
Did you get the license?
Yes, I got that last week.
Okay. You got the contract.
Yes, last week I left here and we went straight up to Doylestown.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to be planning the wedding the week of the wedding still.
You might be.
Wow.
Hey, what did you do this weekend? Anything?
No, I didn't do anything this weekend.
No, just relaxed. And, Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I don't think I did anything this weekend either. I'm not sure.
I watched Hamilton again.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I have something to say about that after the break.
Yeah.
I have an announcement to make after the break, Jason. After the break, I have an announcement. We have a new segment to the show that we're going to bring to the show after the break, everybody. And I have an announcement. Call the numbers 888-329-3306. Good morning, Cheryl Bridges. I'll be on your show this evening. We'll talk about that. Guys, we're talking about when in doubt, grow. Point number one, when in doubt, grow. Please call in 888-329-3306 is point. Why grow? Why should we grow? You say, Pastor Graves, why are we talking about growth? Why is everything about growth? The price of inaction is far greater than the cost of making a mistake. That's Meister Eckhart, philosopher Meister Eckhart said that. For some, hunkering down and waiting for a storm to pass might seem the best way to meet a crisis, but in reality, it's the most dangerous mindset to have. Hope, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a strategy. Action is the antidote to almost every challenge. Action is the antidote to almost every challenge. You guys know that I pastor a church. If you don't, I'm telling you now. My name is, I pastor Cornerstone Community Church in Millville, New Jersey. I love the Lord. I'm a believer. Jesus Christ is my personal Savior. A call to Christianity, a call to a walk with God is not a call just to sit back and do nothing. It is a call to action. The answer to every antidote is action is the antidote to almost every challenge. We have to take challenge. We have to take action. We have to take action toward this growth. And so we're going to talk about how to do that today. We're going to talk about how to do that. So that's just some of the things. And also too, I'm coming back. I'm going to let you guys talk about that point for a minute. Our Twitter poll today, it's kind of, we had a few different Twitter polls, but we went with this one. Our Twitter poll was this. If you had, put on screen for me, Ken, thank you. Would you rather save 10,000 people and nobody know it? Or would you rather stay safe and lose 10,000 people and everybody knew it was you?
Well,
No.
no, remember it was.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah.
I did. Okay, well, say it right for me.
Okay,
Today.
so
You gave it to me last minute, but
No, I didn't.
go ahead, tell me, what is it?
Wow. He tried to put you.
Right. Would you rather save 10,000 people and die saving them
Oh, okay.
and no one knew it was you?
That's changing.
Or you live and those 10,000 people die and everyone knows you didn't act.
All right, put it out there again, Janae. There it is.
Yeah.
That's the question. She had it right.
Yeah.
Have
So
it put it out there again.
you're dying when you're saving those 10,000 people and they also don't know it was you. So there's no memorial erected in your name.
Nothing.
There's no day for you. But then if you decide not to save those 10,000 people and live, everyone knows you had the opportunity and you didn't take it.
There you go, guys. Janae will be explaining that all morning because
All morning.
I will
Why
get it
couldn't we
wrong.
keep the popcorn and candy at the movie?
Right. The other Twitter,
This one was more fun.
the other Twitter poll was when you go to the movies, are you popcorn or candy? But we decided to go with this one. What say you on that? What would you rather? What would you do? What would you do?
I feel like I would live
Yeah.
and not save it. And
No,
then they would
everybody
just
wants
know.
to say they want to be a hero, but I think heroes step up. They don't even know they're going to step up.
Yeah, I think.
Man, listen, I don't.
You say that one.
I don't know. I feel like if I didn't save and just like having like people with pitchforks outside my place and just like knowing that like, oh, you could have done something. So it's I probably end up going with trying to save the people because it's just my nature. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to deal with the backlash knowing if I didn't save them and just like, be on social media and be ostracized from the community and everything.
All right,
Man, I'm
All right.
good.
Kaya, where you at on that? Hold on, Ken. I want to see what Kaya. Where you at on that? Like I said, I eat popcorn at the movies.
I don't really know.
Depends on the circumstance, I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess because like
Thank God for
10,000
Jesus.
people, I don't know them.
Right,
But
right.
like you talking about family and stuff like that, yeah. But
Family's included in that.
I know. Well, yeah, it depends.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
depends.
answer that.
Ken Dominic, what do you say, man? What do you say to that Twitter poll question?
Man, listen. I understand what Jason was saying, but for me, I'm going to save myself.
He's honest. He said, "Listen, for me,
I'm saving myself. And I guess, man, if I was single, then this would probably gonna be a different discussion. But man, when you got a wife and children,
you gonna save yourself."
I mean, because I owe it to them. They're my first responsibility, and I owe it to them to make sure I'm there for them.
Well, very good. He said, "Go save yourself." Hey, that's honest. That's honest. That's honest. Guys, listen. We're talking when in doubt. Grow. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about personal growth. Do you understand that your life will never change? Nothing will change around you until you grow. Nothing. Your life is not going to change until you grow. This is how important personal growth is, spiritual growth. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and we're doing some things, and one thing we're trying to work on the whole person, the whole man, or the whole woman, the whole person, and you are three components. You are the physical, you are the soul, you are the spirit. right? And you might say, well, what's the difference? The physical is the physical. I believe you should really work on the physical. The soul, that's the intellect, the mind, the emotion, right? Work on the soul. The spirit is who we are when we lay down and die. And me being a Christian, the believer, when I lay down and die, I've got to look at God face to face. He's going to ask me what I do with my life. And so I believe, and those who are the most successful among us, they believe that all three of those things must be fully developed, understanding that the strength of one depends on the strength of the other. They all depend on each other, right? And so, we take a lot of times developing one area of our lives, but we need to develop those three areas of our lives. And so personal growth is, check this out, a personal responsibility. A personal responsibility. What in the last 90 days, or how many books have you read in the last 90 days? You know what I'm saying? Two. Okay, great. And so I'm asking folks that, what have you done for self-improvement? Are you sitting around waiting for things to change? One thing that this disruption of the pandemic brought, this disruption, like any disruption, every disruption is ripe with opportunity. Every disruption is ripe with opportunity. Here in the Northeast, Jason, we had that stay-at-home order. Well, over in Pennsylvania, I don't know if you guys had it, but over in Jersey, had the stay-at-home order. It's ripe with opportunity. Did you cry because you had to stay at home, or did you start writing that book that you've been putting off writing for 2 or 3 years? Did you organize some things that you have to organize? Every disruption is ripe with opportunity, right? So why not grow? It's been a wild year, right? But because the year was wild, it's an invitation for us to seize opportunities caused by radical shifts. I was talking to, it's sad. It's, some of the tragedy is sad, but I was talking to somebody the other day, and we're talking about because of what we go through today and because of all the radical shifts, I really need to get licensed in different areas of my life because, this next generation is going to need help, because of radical shifts and things like that. So do you set yourself up personally to be the person that serves others? You know what I'm saying? So during this time, and it's always time to grow personally. What do you guys say about that? What say you on the why not grow, on the why grow? What do you say about that? How do you feel about personal growth? Do you give it any thought?
Yeah, everybody wants to be. Well, I mean, you should, I guess, want to be bigger and stronger. Like it's more fun that way because you're big, and then you like big things are powerful,
right?
And they last longer because they're so big,
Right.
So eat your vegetables.
So for you, it's
grow big and strong.
So you just think that this growth thing is really, it's really.
It helps you. It just helps you build. It just helps you build. If you're big in those areas that you mentioned, and not physically big, but you know what I mean. If you're healthy, and you go after stuff that you want, you end up being more confident. You're bigger. You take up more space. You're not afraid to, want more, and you go after it. I
think that there is a stigma. And what do you think about this, Kyer, Jason, even Ken? There's a stigma with saying, I want more. And I totally disagree with it. I think life is about more. I text my buddies this morning, and we're all in our 50s. Maybe my brother's not. Yeah, I think he's the only one in the group who's not. But I said, fellas, listen, it's more. More is possible. It's more. I can be more. You can be more. You can fill your space completely. And this area of personal growth, I don't know why we're so intimidated by it or why we get lazy when it comes to it. What do you think about that statement more, Kyer? Is it a stigma with it, or do you say, you know what, I can have more?
I mean, I feel I'll say that I want more. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to try to get more, but at the moment, it's not what I have. So I know I need to work towards it, but that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like,
Like, I'm
it's
not
not a greed
comfortable
thing.
No, it's not a greed thing.
Yeah,
No.
it's not. Yeah,
It's just I could be more.
like now I'm comfortable with what I have, so
Yeah.
now I'm ready.
And let me say this, right? When I say more,
I can handle what I have, so let's go get some more.
Right.
and I think I made this statement last week, right? Your success is for purpose, not for status.
Wow.
I say I want to be more successful. It's for purpose. Now, status and all that stuff is a byproduct of success, but your success is for your purpose. Like, what were you put on this planet to do? And I want you to be super successful at. Forget about the status. Status is just a byproduct. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. But I want more success in my purpose. Ken Dominic, we had a little static, man, trying to hear you, man. I don't know if you clear that up a little bit, but tell me, man.
Can you hear me better now?
Statement of more, man.
Telling it's better now.
You're better. That's much better.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about the individual, man, and where you are in life, and more is, man, who you are and who you're connected to. And I think we need to, and that's taking the spiritual side out of it. You just got to want it for yourself more. And it's about, like you're saying, reading. It's about staying in tune with what's going on. And I think I do agree that sometimes more becomes a cliche, for lack of a better term.
Right.
But we don't have the knowledge of what more really is. And I will say this as well. We got to make sure we have the capacity within ourselves to handle more. And because people want more, but they don't have the capacity to.
But that's where that personal growth comes in. You can't have more unless you grow. That he said a lot of folks want more, but don't have the capacity for the more. That's why personal growth is so very important in this life. I don't care how old you are. Rob, I think his name is Rob Proctor. Rob Proctor?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Rob Proctor?
I don't
know. Guys, he's an influencer, and he's in his 80s. And he's still, he's like 82, 83, and he's crushing it. That seems Proctor. Look him up on Twitter or whatever. But he, we talk about this. So Ken hit the nail on the head, and we want more, but do you have the capacity? And that's where personal growth comes in. That's why we answer the question, why grow? Why not grow? Why not grow? Good to see you. Good morning, Deshauna Clark. Good to see you on Facebook Live. Guys, the call-in number, 888-329-3306. Why grow now? Why grow? We grow right now because it's a perfect time for us to grow. We have been disrupted. And excuse me, in a disruption, there are major opportunities. In a disruption, we've been benched, right? So make the best of it. Grow. Simple ways you can grow. 888-329-3306. Let me leave you with this before we go to break. If you're not focused on you, guess what you're focused on? The noise. If you're not focused on you, you're focused on the noise. Every minute of attention that you focus on events outside of your influence is a minute that you're not investing in your personal growth and your happiness. Be a stoic. Focus on what you can control and ignore the rest. Guess what, guys? I can grow in my relationship with Jesus Christ because I'm focused on it. More. Lord, I want more of you. Lord, I want to get closer to you. I need more wisdom. I need more grace. I need more guidance. Was that James 1? Is it James 1:5, right? James 1:5. Or it says, any of you lack wisdom, ask of God. Right? This is one thing I can ask God for every day is wisdom. And he gives it to me. And he said, James writes, and he'll give it to you, but and upbraideth not. So I can have as much wisdom as I ask for and as I need. So when you're praying, right, are you asking for more guidance, more wisdom, more smarts, more intelligence, more whatever the case may be? But be more. Grow, guys. Grow. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk about point number 2. Janae is going to reintroduce the Twitter poll that I completely destroyed this morning. Thank you, Janae, for bringing it, doing it right. And we're going to introduce another segment to the show. My name is Ralph Graves Jr. The call-in number is 888-329-3306. Call in, guys. Call in. The lines are wide open. Call in and become part of, just become part of the program. We'd love to hear from you. Listen to WWDBAM.com, 860 on the AM dial. We will be right back after these messages.
Good morning. My name is...
Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves Jr. I'm the host of the Ralph Graves Jr. Show, and I want to invite you to pick up my book, Unstoppable. I wrote a book called Unstoppable. It's 7 universal laws that will transform how you pursue and achieve success. The one thing that my 20 years of law enforcement has taught me is that no matter who you are, we are all governed by universal laws, like gravity. But in this book, we're going to talk about laws like the law of forgiveness, laws like the law of control, the law of intelligent practice, the law of expectancy. I was able to see how those, no matter what their background was, those who identified and treated these laws with respect, they were able to go on and lead successful lives. So pick up this book, and you can go ahead and pick it up at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, RalphGravesJr.com, where anywhere where fine books are sold. Thank you.
Revive Hydration is a proud sponsor of the Ralph Graves Morning Show. Revive Hydration is the first IV hydration and vitamin infusion service in the South Jersey area. For more details, please visit their website at www.revivehydration.com, or you can give them a call at 856-485-0070. Again, their website, www.revivehydration.com, or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
This is a lifestyle. This is a way of life. This is a decision, a conscious decision for yourself.
Right.
Call me 856-236-0810, www.xathletics.co, xathletics123@gmail.com, Coach Leaf_X on Instagram.
Revive Hydration is
What's going on, Facebook Live?
Ralph Graves
You guys doing all right this morning?
Revive Hydration is the first IV hydration and
Sean,
vitamin
what's happening,
infusion
George?
service in the South
Maurice,
Jersey area.
Melanie, Cheryl, good morning.
Please visit their website.
Can't wait to talk to you tonight, Cheryl. I'll be on the show tonight.
ReviveHydration.com, or you can give them a call at 856-485-0070.
Oh, we can talk about it.
Again, their website, www.revivehydration.com, or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
What's up, everybody? Ralph Graves Jr. here. Thanks for tuning in to the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. So glad to have you guys here. We are talking this morning. Our topic this morning is when in doubt, grow. When in doubt, grow. Now, we got a new segment. Got a new segment to the show. Janae, what's the name of the segment?
It's called I Tried.
I Tried.
Yeah.
How do we do this?
So you just, over the past week, what's something new you tried or something you did for the first time, whether,
Okay.
like an activity or food or.
Okay. Can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
I tried, Jason, here's the announcement, watching Hamilton.
Lord have mercy.
Coming by me.
Go ahead. Do it again. I tried. There it is. Watching Hamilton. And I loved it.
It was amazing.
I knew you would like it.
So did I.
loved
I was like, he just
I
didn't
loved
get past the musical.
I loved it. I didn't think that I liked the musical, but I loved it.
Storytelling.
I think I liked it more than my wife.
Yeah, Mommy did not like it. I don't think she was.
Yeah.
She was not liking it.
No. But I don't think we liked it on your level. Maybe that's 100 times. Nate plays the soundtrack. I liked it. I did like the story. I liked it. I think they did a good job. Got a couple favorite tunes. Yeah, I'm not proud of singing. Yeah, I did like it. But it's called I Tried. Okay, let's go around the room. What you tried this weekend? I did like the story. Try anything this weekend? Okay. Nothing?
I was
Like, I don't know.
way here. Like, I don't think so.
What about you, Janae? What you try?
Oh my goodness. So it's a long story.
Uh-huh.
I went to Delaware this weekend to hang out with my friend, and we decided we were going to do puzzles.
Uh-huh.
So we started out with a 300-piece puzzle, and that went really well. And then we got cocky and moved on to a 550-piece puzzle
Right.
of the ocean, and it took us 9 hours.
Wow.
But I did it. I couldn't leave her house without it. I was doing puzzles.
You got it done though.
Got it done. It
Got
was an insane puzzle.
500 pieces.
550 pieces.
550 pieces. I'm sorry. This is the last 50 that got you stuck. Jason, what you tried? I tried.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of one to come up on the spot right here. I'm like shooting blanks.
All right, I tried. What about you, Ken? While Jason's taking, what you try? You try anything this weekend? Rouge. What you try?
Man, I tried. I'm trying to think, man. I don't think.
So nobody tried anything this weekend.
I don't think I tried anything special.
Did you try to run a mile? Did you try to do what you tried? Did you try new food?
Well, I know what I did. I tried something. My wife cooked something kind of different this Sunday. It was I'm not a big pasta person, really don't care for it, but she tried some pasta, man, with some chicken and some type of seasoning in it and some crawfish tails in it. And man, it was good.
All right, so you tried something new. All right, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I may try it again.
So guys, call in, text it. What did you try this weekend? Was it a good experience? Bad experience? We're talking about when in doubt, grow. We did point number 1. Part number 2 is create your growth strategy. Create your own growth strategy. We know why we must grow. So now and what I'm talking about is accepting personal responsibility for your life. That's essentially what I'm talking about. All right. Instagram Live, Facebook Live, www.dbam.com, 860 on AM dial. I'm talking about accepting personal responsibility for your life. One thing God has given you dominion over is your life. So create your own growth strategy. Socrates said this: it's more important to know where you are going than to get there quickly. Do not mistake activity for achievement. So you have to have a strategy when it comes to your growth and when it comes to your achievement. It has to have just because you're doing something doesn't mean that you're necessarily growing. Okay. So you have to have some sort of strategy. Don't mistake, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that for achievement. Activity is not always achievement. This is why you must strategize and have a personal growth strategy. I'm going to say something to blow your mind, right? I don't know. I don't even know why I dive into these waters. Maybe for you single folks, maybe that special person hasn't showed up yet because you are not who you're supposed to be yet, right?
Wow.
Especially, we Christians, Lord, send me somebody, right? What makes you think the Lord going to send you one of his sons or one of his daughters and you ain't right? I mean, I got 2 daughters. Right? I got 2 daughters. I don't want them to be with anybody who ain't right. So I don't want my son to be with anybody who ain't right. This personal growth thing, it's up to you. So what are you doing? Are you accepting this responsibility of personal growth? You have to have your own growth strategy. If you're married, if you're with somebody, right? You have to have a strategy for the growth of the family, for what you're doing. Cultivate a growth mindset. I'm gonna let you guys talk. I just gotta get this stuff out. But to have a growth strategy, you have to cultivate a growth mindset. Those with a fixed mindset, now here's a difference. Those with a fixed mindset believe that they were born with a finite amount of talent and trying to improve themselves is of no value. That's a fixed mindset. Fixed mindset people, they believe that the best strategy is to avoid mistakes at all costs in order to look good. That's a fixed mindset, trying to educate you a little bit, right? But a growth mindset, which you must adopt, right? It's knowing that the solution to every problem is either within you, it's within a book, within a magazine, it's inside an inspiring video, it's inside the mind of a mentor. That's a growth mindset. This type of person is constantly questioning his or her limits, knowing that they are self-imposed and with knowledge, focus, and action can be surpassed again and again. A growth mindset challenges their limits. This is what I'm talking about more. A growth mindset challenges their own limits. They know, and they know that the limits that they set are self-imposed. But with knowledge, with focus, with action, you can surpass your limits, or those self-imposed limits, again and again and again. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen without adversity. Somebody ought to thank God for adversity. It's adversity that makes us stronger. So in order to grow, don't want to be preachy, just trying to help somebody. But in order to grow, you have to lose the fixed mindset, and you have to have a growth mindset. You have to create your own growth strategy. You have to do that. That's why we got to be careful during this time of disruption, during this time as stay at home and chill, whatever the governors were saying, all this kind of stuff. How much time did you spend on your own growth strategy? Because we want more. I want you to be you deserve to give this world all of you. I told my wife Saturday, and I kind of mentioned it on Sunday in pulpit. When I die, I want to die with an empty quiver, Jason. That means I don't want any arrows in my quiver. I don't want to die and have anything left. I want to have poured out everything I got to the world.
You don't go out swinging.
I'm going out swinging, brother. You know what? Sharing this with my buddy Jeff Morrell. If you're listening, we were talking the other day. You know what a curse word is to me? You know what a major curse word is? Potential. He has potential. She has potential. That means they could be better, but they're not. Man, when somebody says you have potential, you should be almost offended. That means you could be better, but you're not. I don't want a fixed mindset, Ken Dominic. I want a growth mindset. I want everybody to say Pastor Gray's got potential. We used to say that about, I learned that while coaching football and coaching sports. When you say a kid has potential, that means they could be great. They could be good, but they're not. And so now, but it's up to me to develop. God has given me dominion over myself, over my growth mindset, over my attitude. That's what I have dominion over. I don't have dominion over you, but I have dominion over my attitude. I have a dominion on how I handle the things that come in my life, right? So anyway, that's what we're talking about today. Guys, call in 888-329-3306. It's a call-in number on Instagram and Facebook Live if you're on. Cheryl Atney Bridges says, she says, listen, don't be a supporting cast member in your own life story. Step up and take the lead role. Define your own story. Grow. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Cheryl's been a guest on the show. I'm on a guest on her show this evening. Thank you. Don't be a supporting cast member. Go ahead, Ken.
But I have a question, and since you like to go out there, so let's delve into this when you talk about the potential. And I trust me, and I get it, and I understand. Right. I think sometimes, and we can have discussion probably later. But when you talk about potential, a kid. I think when you say potential, is that kid has not matured to that point yet. And right. And so they're saying they're looking for the future and saying, I'm looking at this kid got it. If he continues to work hard, man, he will be something great. And because I was a coach and understanding that when we say potential, we like, man, that kid gonna be there somewhere if he continues to work hard.
Educated.
Yeah, but for me, you at 45 talking about some potential.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
like, dude, hey, be honest, you have dead. The Lord only promised us, 70 years. So you at 35, you have dead. So at 45, you talking about I got potential. I think that to me, that's a cuss word.
Exactly. Potential's good. You said about a kid. Good. He's growing. Yeah. But I'm talking to adults at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, it makes no sense, man. And I think people say potential. We use that as an excuse to say you are not doing anything. Yeah. And we live on that wish factor You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there someday. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna keep working. But you're 40 talking about you still want to be a rapper. Like, dude, I need you to get a job.
Oh man, can't just cuss. You just crush somebody's rap dreams at 40 years old.
Bro, go get a job.
Yeah.
Go be a rapper. Go get a job. Yeah. Go get a 401k. Go get a life savings. Go get something. Hey, it happens maybe a 100 million. But nah, man, go get a job. Go get a job. Yeah. But yeah, I understand. Grow.
Do not be a supporting member and do not be a supporting cast member in your own life story. Grow, you guys, right? Take the lead role. Okay, so we're talking about creating a growth strategy for yourselves. 888-329-3306. Create a growth strategy. Do you have one? I'm not going to ask the room because these things are intentional. Right? It's shutting off the TV. It's shutting off the radio. It's getting off of our social media. It's getting that 60 minutes of being off the screen and sitting and mapping out a growth strategy, cultivating a personal growth mindset. There's some things, Ken hit it earlier. Cheryl Bridges talked about it on Facebook Live. There's some things that are waiting for you to get there, but you're not going to get there. You're not going to get there if you don't grow. My son Ryan just chimed in, but I wanted to be a rapper. Okay. It's too late, son. Too late. You're 27. It's too late. All right, it's too late. Get out of there. But it's growing, guys. I mean, what have you done? Have you mapped out the mindset? Have you mapped out the plan? Shauna Clark said that was powerful. Take action to make it happen. Grow. Take action, make it happen. Okay, so we got to cultivate a growth mindset on whatever it might be. Check this out. We got to give this to you. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. The quality of your thoughts determine the quality of your life. All right. It's all about attitude. The quality of my thoughts determine the quality of life. How I think about things, how I approach things determine the quality of my life, right? How I approach food, how I approach my health, how I determines the quality of my life. How I approach, staying safe and how I approach my money, right? My attitude towards my money dictates my spending or my saving style. Right? How my attitude towards it, my thoughts toward my relationship with my wife, right? 29 years, right? It determines the quality of our marriage. I don't want to be in a marriage where she lives upstairs and I live downstairs. No. I'm counseling some couples now. We're having a great time. I love couples, and they're just coming to tweak some stuff, and we're having a great time, and it's awesome. Nobody wants to be in a relationship like that after a long period of time, I don't know what he's doing. No. Cultivate it, grow. Quality of our thoughts determine the quality of our life, and that's in every single solitary area. Every single solitary area. What are you thinking about? What are you talking about? Okay, so I tried. Anybody online? Anybody gonna talk about what they tried this weekend? What did you try that you cared to share? Don't put yourself out there. But what did you try that you care to share? Anybody? Anybody think anything they tried? It's a new segment to the show. Like I said, I tried watching Hamilton. That'll probably be the only musical I ever watched. Like, I won't watch the other stuff, but I did enjoy watching Hamilton. And it's too late for me to act, sing, and dance. So I have to cultivate other things, other areas of my life.
Well, and man, I promise this weekend. Well, I'm out of town, but next weekend I'm going to watch Hamilton. I'm not a musical guy either. Even though it's crazy, I have a music degree, but I don't like a musical, especially 2 hours. Oh my God!
Yeah, I had to watch it in. I watched it in parts. I didn't watch it 3 hours through.
It's 3 hours.
I fell asleep.
It's 3 hours.
I don't know.
No, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
3 hours.
Come on, Janae, that's 3 hours.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes short of 3 hours. I'm not, Jason, I didn't fall asleep because it was bad. I'm older.
Sleepy.
So it was bad.
I'm older. I got something going on in the background. What's that? You hear that?
Hamilton.
Oh, that's Hamilton.
What is it? I can't hear it.
Go ahead, play it. Yeah. Janae knows the whole soundtrack. I'm telling you. So that's Hamilton, guys. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to go to sleep listening to that.
No. You be all right. Guys, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back with the verse of the day because that's important. I'm a Christian. The verse of the day is important to me, to us, to this program. Hopefully somebody will begin a relationship with Jesus Christ and cultivate that and grow. That's what sanctification is, growing. Even in our walk with Christ, it's up to us to grow, right? It's up to us to grow in our walk with Christ. So we're going to take a short break. My name is Ralph Grace Jr. Listen to www.am.com, 860 on the AM dial, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves Jr. I'm the host of the Ralph Graves Jr. Show, and I want to invite you to pick up my book, Unstoppable. I wrote a book called Unstoppable. It's 7 universal laws that will transform how you pursue and achieve success. The one thing that my 20 years of law enforcement has taught me is that no matter who you are, we are all governed by universal laws, like gravity. But in this book, we're going to talk about laws like the law of forgiveness, laws like the law of control, the law of intelligent practice, the law of expectancy. I was able to see how those, no matter what their background was, those who identified and treated these laws with respect, they were able to go on and lead successful lives. So pick up this book, and you can go ahead and pick it up at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, RalphGravesJr.com, where anywhere where fine books are sold. Thank you.
Hey guys, I have I didn't even talk about
Revive Hydration is a proud sponsor of the Ralph Graves Morning Show. Revive Hydration is the first IV hydration and vitamin infusion service in the South Jersey area. For more details, please visit their website at www.revivehydration.com, or you can give them a call at 856-485-0070. Again, their website, www.revivehydration.com, or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
Life, this is a decision, a conscious decision for yourself. Coach Lee, 856-236-0810, www.xathletics,
Facebook Live, Instagram. If you have a product that you want us to try,
Coach Lee,
like I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs and all that. You have a product you want us to try, like juices, shea butters, lotion. We will try your product. I will try your product. But we will try your product and we will talk about it on air about 3 or 4 minutes. Contact Ralph@RalphGravesJr.com. Tell everything how to make that happen. You know, but you can, it's for $50, you can just advertise your stuff in the Globe. You can tell the Globe how to get to you. But we will try your product.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. It's now time for your verse of the day. The best way to grow is to nourish yourself, not only to grow, but to be healthy and sustained. Hebrews 6:1 says, "Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works and of faith toward God." So now that you know better, you must be better. I'm Janae Graves, and that was your verse of the day.
Thank you, Janae. Our verse today was Hebrews 6:1. Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ. Now you understand the doctrine of Christ. Let's go now and put it to action unto perfection. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's grow in it. Not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works. Don't slip and slide and go back to what you used to do, right? But work toward and grow your faith toward God. Even in our spiritual walk, even our walk with God, it is about growth. What's going on, Jim Reaper? Alejandro is on Instagram. Jim Reaper's checking us out live on Instagram, right? I did say this, guys. I want to talk about this real fast, and I did it for those on social media, so I want to do it for wwdbam.com and those listening on AM station. If you have a product, right? If you have a product, because there's a lot of you have used this time, have used this time, and you've done exactly what we've been talking about. You didn't sit still during the pandemic. You used this time, you developed the product. I don't know. Maybe it's a juice. Maybe it's a lotion, a shea butter. Or maybe it's something. I don't know what it is. Maybe you have a product, right, that you've been hustling. You don't know where to find sponsorship. You don't know how to get the ad out, right? This is a global audience. Contact me at ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. We will try your product.
And review it.
And review your product.
On air.
On air, and tell people how to find you and how to contact you. And hopefully this works for you. Okay, so ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. I don't care where you are in the globe. Email me. Kair will correspond with you. She'll tell you how to get that done. Right. And also, too, please consider becoming a sponsor. You can also email me there as well. Listen, you might as well. You've listened to about how many commercial breaks we have, Jason? 2?
3.
We had 3 commercial breaks. You listen to people's commercials. You realize that one of them could be yours? Somebody across this globe could be listening to your commercial and listening and possibly purchasing your product or your
And
service.
it's so weird because like I never actually think about how often I look up a product I've heard or seen on TV or like over the radio.
Yeah.
And then like I'll be driving and I'll hear a radio commercial or whatever and I'm like, oh, remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you got a product, if you got gear, you got something you want us to try out, we'll help you out. We'll put you on this platform, let you get it out. But anyway, we've been talking about when in doubt, grow. Last point is take action. Take action. Take action. Well done is better than well said. All right? That wasn't Jay-Z. That was Benjamin Franklin. All right? For all you 45-year-old rappers. That wasn't Jay-Z. That was Benjamin Franklin, okay? Ken, you started that, man.
Hey, man. But now I feel bad because now Ryan's dreams have been crushed. About being a rapper. Hey, listen, I want him to grow. We want him to grow. We want him to grow.
Well done is better than well said, guys. You gotta have a mindset to take action, okay? Well done, better than well said. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. So in order to grow, you have no choice but to first watch your thoughts closely. That's your assignment for this week. Watch your thoughts closely, right? Root out the negativity in your thoughts. Replace it with a more productive thinking, right? Tony Robbins said this, right? And he's a master of, you guys might know who Tony Robbins is. You guys that know who Bob Proctor is. Does anybody know what Tony Robbins is?
I heard the name.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
Yes.
You heard the name? Kair, you know who Tony Robbins is?
Yeah,
okay.
yes.
But she will, right? Well, she don't need to know Tony Robbins. She knows me. Give God some praise. Okay. Tony Robbins said this. I don't negotiate with my mind. It does what I want, not the other way around. It does what I want. A lot of us do whatever we have the mind to do, whatever our mind tell us to do. That's why we're in messed up relationships, right? That's why we do dumb stuff.
That's why your laundry's not put away.
Right. That's why laundry's not put away. Clothes ain't folded. Your diet's messed up, right? Because we haven't told our minds what to do, right? It should be the other way around. Don't negotiate with your mind. You tell your mind, this is what we're going to do, right? And that mindset will bring you achievement and fulfillment. This is work, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not speaking anything that's not work. Now, if you're lazy, you're not going to put in the work, and you will forever blame the environment. You will blame the economy. You will blame the culture. You'll blame presidents. You'll blame spouses. You'll blame your mom and dad for being horrible parents. You'll start blaming everybody except for accepting the responsibility that personal growth is up to you. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what kind of parents you had. Listen, I tell people your parents ain't know what they was doing. I'm a parent. I had no idea what I was doing. And when you become a parent, you ain't gonna have a clue. You're gonna do what you think is best at the time. But you gotta stop blaming people and accept response. It ain't your boyfriend, your girlfriend's fault. If you keep picking the wrong people to date, it's not on them. That's on you, right? That's you. Something wrong with you. Okay. If you keep messing up your money, if your bank account is always insufficient funds, that's you.
Bad budgeting.
That's bad. That's you. You have not accepted the personal responsibility to budget correctly or to live by certain financial principles. And so what I'm trying to say is this, everybody, is this. The quality of your thoughts determine the quality of your life. Tell your mind that this is what we're going to do. My mind is not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to tell my mind this is what. Does that make sense to everybody in the room?
Yeah, it's really true for me. Like, and you have to know how to talk to yourself. Like, you'll see how other people talk to themselves, and you'll try to like adopt that way of talking to yourself. But you have to know how you work. Like, I'm kind of destructive, and I have like destructive tendencies, and I want to mess something up, and I'll like out loud have to tell myself like like stop it,
right?
Like I had to like talk to myself like I'm a toddler and like,
but like, that's what it takes. Yeah.
Stop that.
Some people need to talk to themselves like that when shopping or when eating, whatever the case may be. Does that make sense to you, Jason?
Yeah, because I have like negative tendencies, and I have to like get myself out of like little funks where I beat myself up. But then if I just kind of like you said with eating, where it's like I can overeat with the best of them, and I have to control myself to be like, no, you can get yourself out of there, and just get myself right again. So
yeah. This concept, Ken Dominic, of not negotiating with your mind, you telling your mind what to do, not your mind telling you what to do. Respond to that. How do you feel about that, man?
I was sitting here listening to Janae, and Janae was. She hit the nail on the head. Sometimes you got to talk yourself out of some stuff, and and not trying to be too churchy, but life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Right.
So the power of life and death is in your tongue, and so I think it's critically important that each individual, man, you got to talk yourself out of some stuff, because sometimes you want to be negative. Sometimes you get frustrated, things, your experiences and go wrong. And so sometimes you got to talk yourself from out of some stuff. And I think that's vitally important that we all be willing to grow. It's personal. It starts with you. And I think, eliminated excuses, part of stunt growth that's been stunted is people who always create excuses, man. And so I think this is great today, teaching people how to grow, take action. I think that's the most important thing of everything you said. You gotta do something. It was W. Du Bois who says, we can't sit around, we got to do something, and so I think it's important that we all learn to grow, to mature and take action. Listen, I'm taking action. I'm going to take some action, some things today, and because I want to grow. And you got to have that hunger. And I think I can't remember exactly what you said, a quote you made, something to the fact that my refrigerator stays empty or something like that. I'm always hungry.
Yeah, always hungry. The fridge is always empty because I'm always hungry. Yeah,
man. So I think when you're hungry and because you're growing, growth allows you to build the capacity to handle that more.
Right.
And you won't get that more if you're not willing to grow. And you got to get yourself out the way. And so you can be successful.
You have to. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because what you want, it's not for your present self, it's for your future self.
Yeah.
So you're like letting yourself down.
Preach, Janae. Preach, Janae.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm going to do a whole show on your I don't say your best life, but there's some wonderful, beautiful things on the other side of fear, right? And so many times it's fear that causes us not to take the action.
Yeah.
I know you're afraid to start the business. Know you're afraid to write the book. Know you're afraid to do so many things. But the life you want and that more, your purpose lies on the other side of that fear.
Yeah, like be afraid not to do it.
Right.
Like, oh, if I don't do this, what's going to happen? Like, not if I do, what if I fail? Like, no, what if I don't even do it? Then what?
Right.
Because sometimes people, they see their future and they get excited, but then they have to deal with their present, and that's where fear builds up. But when you talk about today, you talk about growing. When you grow and mature, I see my future, and I believe that nothing is going to stop me from getting to my goal. And so, like Janae said, listen, things in life, man, I feel like I'm going to do it as long as it's legal, you know what I'm saying, and it's not immoral.
Right.
I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to be paralyzed by fear.
Yeah. And this is what this show was about today, guys, was grow. When in doubt, grow. When in doubt, grow. It's up to you. It's up to you. When in doubt, grow. And it's you got to grow in your relationships, got to grow in your health, got to grow in your mindset. But it's your mindset. Do not negotiate with your mind anymore. You tell your mind what we're going to do, what we're going to accomplish, right? And when you get in the habit of doing that, you will live a proactive life instead of a reactive life. A proactive versus a reactive life. Guys, I want to say this to you, right? Growth. If you don't like the way things are, change. That's all I want to say to you. You're not a tree. You don't have to stay in one spot. I never forget, somebody asked a friend of mine why'd they move. He said, because I'm not a tree. Why'd you move from New Jersey? I'm not a tree. I'm allowed to move. So if you want things to change, if you don't like how things are, change, grow. You're not a tree, grow. I used an analogy last week somewhere, some social media platform. If you asked a tree, if I went outside and did ask a tree, how tall do you plan on getting? A tree will respond as tall as I possibly can. But unfortunately, when I ask humans, how large do you plan on becoming? How much do you plan on growing? Nobody really has an answer. Nobody really says to me, man, as much as I possibly can. I want to grow. I want to leave here with my quiver empty of arrows. So that's what we talked about today. Nobody called in, but you were an active part. So glad to have you guys here. Any final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? We'll start with down in Baton Rouge. Any final thoughts, man? We got 2 minutes left, or less than 2 minutes.
Hey, man, listen, I'm continuing to pray for everybody, continue to grow. I do want to take this personal privilege. Hey, go to the IBelieveProject.live. We having a gospel singing competition. It allows you to win $10,000 in cash in prizes. You're going to be judged by Grammy Award winner Ernest Pugh, Wes Morgan, and Titus Showers. Hey,
and
go
Ralph Graves.
Yeah, and Ralph Graves. He gonna come on, be one of the guests. The IBelieveProject.live. Go to that. But listen, man, I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this program. Hey, man, it's been a blessing. We all grow. Remember this. Take two things with you in life: a shovel and a rake. Shovel the foolishness over your shoulder. Rake in everything that makes you become a better person.
Thank you for that. Final thoughts, Janae.
Stay hydrated.
Kair.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Jason.
Stay positive and see you in a couple weeks.
Stay positive. Oh, yeah. Yes, he's getting married this weekend. Congratulations to him. Round of applause. Guys, listen, if you don't know Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, get to know him. John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That is an invitation to you. Thank you for listening to the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. We'll see you next week. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.